They don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it.
Bling, bling, bling. This man.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Here we go, hey.
Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They'll run it again with Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Tua sets up to pass it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. With it is Jackson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now Jones. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
2nd and 5. In motion, Slayton. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
They'll go to Barkley again. Runs over and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
1st and goal from the 3. Barkley, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing, Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And it's caught. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Dolphins 0. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins in 3-1 here through the first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Throw caught by A-Chain. No gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick. It's Devon A-Chain. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Oh, and Sanders pushed it to the right. No good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Waller's had trouble staying on the field since back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, but few possesses athleticism at the position, and that's what the Giants traded for last offseason. Looking like the vintage Waller with that first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Detroit.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Okay, here we go.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Giants 14, Dolphins nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
Tua going to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Why shift the crew?
Again, it's Barkley. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A-Chain gets it from the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Here we go, hey. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Jones pass. Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room here to run. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school at one of my offensive line.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Julian Love picks it. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
44. Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Flush to his right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 49.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Barkley inside handoff. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Chip.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running left, it's Barkley. Wiggles free. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Here's a sneak with Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Jones will sneak it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though.
Oh,
Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeated.
Here's Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
A 24-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Okay, here we go.
This is 2nd and 8. Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Here we go.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 100 for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
A handoff, Barkley running left. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter, in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Up, go. Up, go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so, and maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
He dumps it off to A-Chain. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They run for it. A-Chain. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.